Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review. Today we're going to be on an account called Hail Satan. He told me that he played for 10 years, but we're going to be seeing a sad account. Sad in a sense because probably didn't farm as well as a lot of other people did who really wanted to improve. Yes, there are probably priorities in life, but the fact that he came to me asking for this review tells me that now he wants to improve and he has a long way to go. One good thing is that he has 68,000 crystals. He wants to get better in RTA, in Arena. Essentially, he wants to get into PvP. Overall, a general input from me on what I will do to improve this account. Now, there are two ways, right? To improve this account quickly, but it will have a limit because it is going to use the runes that you currently have. And the other one will be a more long-term goal, which I'll tell you which dungeon to farm. And you'll need to farm it if you really want to get into late game for Summoners War. Now, guys, I'll say this right now. If you guys want account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. Patrons get account reviews. If you guys want account improvements where I make changes myself, please join my Discord and all the information is there. Yeah, I still get comments asking how I could be added to this list. How can I get an account review? How can I get account improvement? It's all there. So the record shows that his best record was C1 for regular arena and C3, but a different word from C, Challenger 3 for RTA. Let's go straight into the box. Now for arena, due to the update, it is much more difficult. Now, let's see if you have the king of the arena defense, or sorry, the queen of arena defense right now, which is Camilla, and you do. So that's really good. I would put in what form of defense they're going to put up a Camilla there. Now, from your rune quality, it'll determine if you go fast or slow, but most likely is, can you put up a stall? I know from your LDs, you don't have Tian Lane, you have the Lenoa and Hanur, which are both great. But I think for you, you'll probably want to put, if you have Nora, Vanessa, Camila, you do have Vanessa, but you don't have Nora. So Vanessa, Camila plus 2 stallish units for the last 20 minutes. So Windy will go in there. You can go Clara lead, Clara, Camila, and maybe like Savannah, if you have Savannah. Oh, or you could go Rakan. Yeah, Clara, Camila, Rakan plus 1 maybe. Or Vanessa, Camila, Rakan, Windy could be one as well. Win units, you don't have Leo, which is pretty big. I think if you're lacking rune quality, the Leo second turn team is what you have to go for to try and get a new high record. But knowing that you're not going to be going for like Guardian or maybe even P3, you could try and go with the Tiana offense. And then the other offense I would use is the Bomb offense. If you have the units, do you have Sierra? Dang it, you don't have Sierra. Do you have Cassandra? No. Okay, but you should have Kali though, right? Kali. You have Sonya. You have Jameer. You do. And then you have Bastet. You do. So you can go a Jameer lead or a Kali lead. Jameer, Kali, Sonya, Bastet team. The one-shot comp that I showcased. It is pretty rune heavy as you climb. But if you're going against just tanky teams, it might work. It might be a pretty fast cleave. Now for runes, this is where I think he wasted a lot of time. Maybe he wasn't farming enough. If that 68,000 crystals is just from him accruing crystals because he wasn't farming as much, that's crazy, right? But if you look at this is his fastest slot 1. He has a faster one if he gets to grind. A +1 grind, guys. A +1 grind. +3. So 21 is faster right now. You could get better. Slot 3 is actually decent. Just need better grinds and probably better gems. Slot 4 was okay as well. No, slot 4 is horrendous. Maybe this kind of tells me that maybe you haven't been utilizing the rune events. Slot 5 is awesome. There's a very good rune here. Another decent rune. Another decent rune. So you're missing grinds. And then slot 6, another very good rune. Decent rune right there. Decent, okay rune. And yeah. Let's look at Swift because I'm pretty sure it's not that quick. Yeah, 21 again. Okay, there's a 26 there. Slot 3. And then 19. 21 again. And then, oh, only with that one slot, which is the slot 3. Long way to go, guys. Long way to go. Despair, not too different. Okay, slot 3 is decent. Has 1 rune. Slot 4 is horrendous. Slot 5, okay, a decent rune right there. Just needs to grind and gems. Again, another decent rune. That's accuracy. That's about it. Will, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty similar. And knowing that he doesn't have a Necropolis hard team, okay, that's a decent slot 3. Why is this slot 3 is always the best one? Oh man, slot 4 is horrendous. Slot 5 is also in question. And slot 6, oh my. Oh wait, no, that's an awesome rune. 25. I thought that was a flat stat. Okay. Saving grace right here. So at least you have one set that could be fast, right? 3 and 6. But other than that, man, holy cow. So it's pretty simple on how you could improve quickly right now. One, if you want to improve with the current runes that you have, it's just run R5 and the raid dungeons. That's the quickest way. But there will be a limit to this, and you will meet a wall because the current runes that you have are very, very mediocre at best. Yes, there are some slots that have 1 or 2 runes that are good or decent, but other than that, long way to go. You'll have to get an improvement in mostly all those slots. So knowing that most units in RTA, most units in even Siege are in Violent and a mix of Despair, Swift, you'll need a lot of them. You'll need a lot of them to at least get to mid late game at this point. Grinds and gems are still lacking even for these limited runes, so I would work on it for a while until you get those at least grinded with their hero grinds and gems. And then once you are done with that, and once you actually do feel the wall, you're like, oh shoot, I can't get any better. I can't get any better builds with the current runes I have. Then you know that you have to start running a certain dungeon. And I don't even have to look at artifacts. I don't see it being any good anyways, because if your runes are not good, how could your artifacts be good, right? Because everybody are mostly farming runes anyways. Just pick a dungeon. I really can't say which one is better, you know, from Swift, from Violent, from Will. So it really depends on where you want to focus on. If you want to focus on, let's say, RTA, I'll say Violent. I'll just focus on Dragons. A little bit of Swift too, but I think the Violent runes are much more important right now. So I'll focus on that, and maybe even a little of Necropolis to get better Will runes, if possible. And then I'll get to Giants. But you're not wrong for picking Giants too, because Giants have Swift and Despair. And frankly, Despair is used a lot in RTA as well, also in Siege. So you can't go wrong getting improvements there, because from all the sets that we have seen, nothing, not one set had a full slot of good runes. But a very good thing is that you have 68k crystals. Even if I had this, I'll be farming 3, 4, 5 months with this amount. For you, knowing that you have slower dungeon times, I'm pretty sure you'll be free to farm for probably like a year. This is what I'll probably run. During the week, if you don't want to stall, you could take out the Windy for now and put in something else. Probably like another healer, or even like a Perna. Another healer, you'd probably be something like an Abilio. It could also be Perna, you know. Anything is fine. If you want to win unit, you could put in Triana. Right, that could replace the Abilio. So something like this if you want to. But I think at the end, I'll change it to Windy. For arena offenses, see, you're running this. I'll actually just run Alicia here. It will probably output more damage. Sadly, it is weak against Camilla comps. Against the Camillas, maybe you do want to bring in the Cocky, but even Cocky is weak against Camilla comps because it just freezes the Cocky and you're screwed from there. Just ignore the Camilla comps for now, and there should be a lot in the lower levels. You already have a Lucian team, but for the other one, I'll probably go the Jameer Bastet stuff. I mean, you have a lot of leveling up to do, but this offense also is decent because Sonya deals so much damage. You just have to get a decent hitting Kali, which is not that easy. If you're having trouble with getting a harder hitting Kali, just forget about hitting decently fast teams and just go for tanky teams, and you can switch it like this. And you could then sacrifice more crit rates because you have the lead to get more damage. So those are the two teams I'll go for. And then for World Arena, just to know your limit, I do think a decent team is Vanessa, because in lower level, the one thing you lack the most is speed. So to account for that, you want to take in a speed lead. In this case, the best speed lead that you have that's also good for sustain is the Vanessa. I think you have really hard times running these units down here because it's gonna have to be really fast. Like this speed, you're gonna be stuck in fighter forever. Okay, I mean Shizuka you could I guess rune up pretty decently. Smicer is also pretty hard to rune. See, it's very squishy. You're not gonna be using this. How many units is that? Wait, is there more here? Well, this is almost the gist of it, to be fair. Let's see if there's anything else that's good for a tanky comp. Okay, you could take in the Triple Revenge Verd for sure. Okay, Bolver. Wait, is this the fully... Nope, that's not fully scaled up either. That... No. Oh, you have Sagar, that's good. Sagar's pretty hard to use too, but it fits well in the team. Oh, so you do have the Abelios down here that is not scaled up. But assuming if it's scaled up, it is good to pull out. So something like this. Vanessa first pick, and then you could go to Sagar or Camila, very strong. Fire Monkey is very strong. Rakuni is very strong. So if you have a box like this in Fighter, and if you focus your runes in this, I think you could get out of F3 pretty easily. Are they all skilled up? Oh, it looks good. Looks good. Oh, these two. So these last two aren't skilled up, but I think Sagar is very strong. So I hope you skill it up. And also Cesarion, you know, focus on your guild stuff a little more and try to get the skill up. I mean, it's very obvious for what this account needs to do, and seeing the amount of crystals it hasn't been farming. Sorry if you have been, but I am confident to tell you that a lot of people are farming a lot harder, farming a lot more, and that is really where a lot of this rune quality difference comes from. And just seeing your runes overall, I can't really see that you've been farming, 24/7, which a lot of people do. So if you want to get better, you have to farm more. Maybe focus a little more on your dungeon teams, because faster dungeons means faster runs, means more runes, means more chances of you getting a better rune.